Alright, so we're in the shop again. We've got the unit behind us. Now, if some of y'all have seen my community tab on my YouTube channel, you might have seen a couple pictures I posted. So you know I needed some tires for the CJ5, but thing is, tires are expensive. I don't have a lot of extra money to be throwing at tires for the CJ5 right now. So I took, and I'm ashamed of myself for this, but I took the tires off of Jubal, my red 1949 Willys. Took his wheels and tires, which are the same lug pattern, 5 on 5.5. Put them on the CJ5. Because early CJ5s would have came with those same wheels and the non-directional tires. So I'm like, you know, let's see what the CJ5 looks like with those on there. And I think it looks pretty damn sick. So you have a look and see what you think. Like, that's pretty sick, right? Like, I'm thinking that's pretty sick. I even kind of dig the fact that the wheels are gray. That's what they were on Jubal, you know. So these tires are actually brand new. They've probably got, you know, 150 miles on them on Jubal. But they will work on the CJ5 for right now. Now, these won't be the permanent tires on here probably, but they'll be on here for a little bit while I find a set of tires that I like to put on the CJ5. These are actually taller than the mud tires that were on the CJ5, which is kind of cool. I put a spacer on the front so that wheel will clear the caliper, just like I did on Jubal. And I think they look pretty sick. And it lifted, like I say, it lifted the Jeep. It lifted the Jeep a pretty good amount. And I just love those skinny tires. They look sick. So we got them on there. And we got the hardtop put on. So the hardtop really, to me, ties the unit together. I think the hardtop really makes it look good. I still don't have a bloody windshield. And I've called Quadratec repeatedly, and it's very difficult to get them on the phone. So tomorrow, which is Monday, I'm going to call them again and demand my money back, or just send me my windshield. Like, I'm okay with either, just something, right? Ordered this windshield like over 3 weeks ago. Still don't have it. So that's starting to get rather old. And my buddy, he's got a windshield frame, like I said before, he's going to give it to me, so I'll get it next week. And I'm going to paint the windshield frame black to match the hardtop, because it'll be a lot more difficult to match this paint, because I don't know exactly what color it is. So I'll just paint the windshield black to match the hardtop and call it a day. So what we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to clean the spark plugs, because it's kind of running a little skanky, and I think it's because the spark plugs are fouled from before I got the choke and everything hooked up. So we're going to see about cleaning those real quick, and then we're going to take the CJ5 for a jaunt. So let me get you set back up so that you can watch me take these stupid spark plugs out and see if it runs better after that. Because it's doing this crap where it's like a little harder to start it all of a sudden, and it was just extremely easy to start. And so I'm not sure what that would be. The last time it did that, it was spark plugs. So we're going to take a look at the spark plugs. This is a new camera mount, by the way, that's magnetic. So when we're on the trail or driving it on the road or whatever, we can have our GoPro mounted and we don't have to worry about it. So that's handy. I had the joy of having my hood blow up on me the other day because the center safety latch apparently doesn't do its job. So I'm just cruising around in the CJ5. Next thing you know, my hood pops up just like this while I'm driving, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. But regardless of all that, we're gonna pop these spark plugs out and have a look at them. The old unit might be running still a little rich. I don't know. It appears to be. So we might have to adjust the carb a little bit at some point. Some of these spark plugs are a bit of a pain in the arse to get to. Of course, I grabbed the wrong spark plug socket. But basically, Quadratech is railroading me, and I'm very pleased with that. So I ordered some more parts from a different company. Morris 4x4, who I've ordered stuff from before, and I'm hoping that they're not communist and will actually send me my parts. It actually doesn't look too bad. It's got a little bit of going on, but nothing crazy. But yeah, they're railroading the crap out of me. So look at that tailgate. You tell me that tailgate ain't sick. You try to tell me. You know it is. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Let's see. Get our handy dandy vintage spark plug cleaner here. We got the spark plugs cleaned up. They really weren't that bad at all. Put them back in there. And then I also noticed that my distributor, the gentleman, I guess before me, because I haven't touched it, has forgotten to latch it down, like at all. So, that's always nice. Our spark plugs have all been cleaned. But this, right here, you can see it. All this, none of that's supposed to be happening. So, we're going to see if we can't get that rectified. Because your distributor's just flopping around. Got 3 of the 4 not latched, so. Get that last one that's hitting the block. Which is not bueno. But still, 3 of the 4 is better than 1 of the 4. So I'm a big fan of these, by the way, because points are great until they're not. So this takes all that out of the equation. I can't get that last one latched. Just do your job. I don't think it's going to do it. Either way, that's better than it was. I've been driving around with only one latch, so. But yeah, let's see what the result of the spark plug cleaning was, because it was acting a little skanky, not wanting to cooperate. You know who else was done wrong? Like how I've been done wrong about this windshield? Captain Kidd, alright? Captain Kidd got railroaded. Alright, if you ever bothered to look into the history of Captain Kidd, before we crank the Jeep, let's talk about that. He gets his letter of marque from the king to be a privateer. He does everything he's supposed to do. He gets his crew, gets his ship. He's setting sail to head to where he's going so he can jack crap up for the king. As he's leaving port, there's a royal yacht approaching. And I believe this was like a nobleman or a member of the royal family, something. He was high up. You were supposed to like lower your flag to half mast and shoot a bow shot to salute that yacht. Well, he didn't do that. Well, then his crew climb up onto the rigging, turn around facing the yacht, and slap their asses and mock this yacht. That was a rookie move. Shouldn't have done that, because the yacht pulls up, boards Captain Kidd's ship, and forces most of his crew into basically Royal Naval Service on his yacht. So, Captain Kidd starts out, embarks with a skeleton crew heading off to do his privateering stuff, right? He ends up picking up some more crew members, because you can't run these ships with 4 men, you know, so he's going to go pick up some more crew members. And he inadvertently picks up almost nothing but pirates. Now, he was supposed to be jacking up enemy ships. But his crew were like, but what if we just like straight up don't do that? What if we just do pirate stuff? Now, Captain Kidd seems to have resisted, but his crew's kind of mutinying. He gets in an altercation with one of his crew members. He throws a bucket, or other people say he swung the bucket, struck him, a wooden bucket, crushed that guy's skull and killed him. So that didn't, believe it or not, you weren't allowed to just kill your crew members on your ships at the time. So this is still, Captain Kidd, I believe, is still like kind of loosely mid 1600s still. Anyway, so he's in trouble for that. His crew forces him to go up into a territory that he wasn't supposed to be in. They end up attacking a Mogul ship that was laden with all kinds of stuff. And when Captain Kidd realizes like the extent of who this ship belonged to and everything, he actually tries to give it back. And he's like, no, we didn't mean to do that. Well, his crew members are like, yeah, but we did mean to do that, and we're not giving it up, all right? So this gives him the mark of a pirate. He's rather, he doesn't want to be a pirate by like all appearances. He's not trying to be one. It just kind of happened. He writes a letter to his personal friend, who I believe was the governor of, I want to say, New York. He asked him, like, listen, I'm kind of in a tight spot. Will you help me? And this friend of his says, absolutely, I'll do everything in my power to help you. Anything I can. And so Captain Kidd sails over there. The second he gets there, his friend pulls a Brutus to Julius Caesar and has him arrested immediately as soon as he gets there. He's taken back to England. He's put up to be hanged. He writes a letter saying that he has an ass load of treasure and he would be more than happy for it to be in service of the crown. Basically, in exchange for his life, he'll take you to where he buried this treasure. Now, there's like virtually no indication that there was any buried treasure. It appears that he was just trying to save his own neck at this point. But either way, it didn't work, and they're just like, yeah, well, tough cookies, man. And they hung the crap out of him. Then they hung him from a yardarm over the Thames, and they tarred his body first so that it would last longer, and then they hung him in a cage and hung him out over the Thames. So Captain Kidd got railroaded, all right? Like, he gets screwed when he leaves port. He gets screwed when he picks up a new crew. He gets screwed when he finally gets to do some privateer stuff because it ends up being like pirate stuff by accident. He gets screwed when he tries to correct it. He calls his best friend, right, with his letter, tries to get communication with him to get some help from him. Best friend stabs him in the back. Like, Captain Kidd's getting it rough, all right? Kind of like how I'm getting it rough with this windshield because Quadratech sucks. Remember that, people. Just remember it. Just remember the Quadratech is wrong. And, but yeah, anyway, that's a very loose history of Captain Kidd. And now we're going to see if the CJ5 will bust off the way that God intended for it to when it came off the showroom floor from AMC. Let's have a look-see. I can get in it. Now see, it's still got that little stumble in it, which it doesn't have when it's warm, and it didn't have before when I cranked it, so and it could just be that, like it's an old engine and it needs to warm up and it was just running exceptionally good before for some reason. That also could be an option. It idles good though. Be a lot cooler if there was a windshield in here. But regardless, can't ask for everything. Like the song says, you can't always get what you want. God knows that's true. It is better than it was. is a very nice day. That rattling you're hearing is the rear door on the Hardtop. CJ5 lifestyle, baby. You gotta put on your fake aviators for this. Makes it easier for the women to reject you, you know what I'm saying? Get it? But yeah, we're approaching the metropolis of Ball Ground. Right to say. Nice day out here. It's been raining a lot every evening. Like I say, hopefully you can hear me. It's been raining a lot every evening. So it's been messing up. I've got some work to do for a friend of mine, but it's partially outside, and it's been monsoon season in Georgia to the point that I couldn't do the work. So hopefully I can do it this evening. Get that crap taken care of. Living that CJ lifestyle, CJ5 cowboy, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Ball Ground, get it? This area was called Ball Ground because the creek and the Cherokee Indians would meet up here, and other people back in the day, and they would have a very primitive version of like almost what we would call soccer. And it was actually how the tribes would like settle disputes, allegedly. This is the lore for why they call it Ball Ground. There was also a rumored battle here between the Creek and the Cherokee, where the Cherokee just waxed the Creek's ass and basically shoved them out of this region permanently. Now entering historic downtown Ball Ground. Yeah, buddy. It's historic, all right. The metropolis, the thriving center. You're about to see all of it in all its glory. Stole her right there. Rookie move. This is the metropolis of Ball Ground right here. There's a pretty good Cajun restaurant. There's a restaurant over here like a burger bus where you can eat inside an old bus from the 50s. Got the railroad track. There was a Coca-Cola bottling plant here back in the day. There's the sign for that battle I was telling you about, the Battle of Taliwa, which some historians say never even happened. You got you another place here of wood-fired brick oven pizza and stuff. And bam, there you go. That's the metropolis of Ball Ground. You got a bakery too. It's really good. A couple little parks, stuff like that. I actually don't come to Ball Ground very often. I have a Ball Ground address, but I don't live in Ball Ground. This is a wedding venue right here, this place up here on the left, called the Wheeler House. Yeah, buddy. get some stogies, kick back, and get this rig up into the mountains. I'm telling you, I want to take it on the trails up there. I want to hoss it. Farmland up here, a lot of horse farms, stuff like that. Old chicken houses and whatnot. To it, is it, folks? I think my clutch is getting a little weak too. I might have to do a clutch job on this unit. It releases towards the very top. But also I haven't drove this Jeep as much as my other one, so I'm not used to it. So it could just be me being an idiot. It could be that as well. But we ain't gonna worry about it neither way. Ain't got time for all that. What you seen, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, alright, because it ain't going to smash itself, alright. If you want to see this rig up in the mountains, you want to see some more work done to it, you want to hear some more history about pirates, crap like that, go ahead, hit me up in the comments, hit that like button, like, subscribe, share, get it, Jeep for life.